was Iannetta and Seth Smith round out the batting order for the Rockies against Matt Palmer.
Matt Palmer, that last time out there, proved that he belongs with the elite pitchers in baseball. Matched up some zeros with Tim Lincecum, that sinking fastball, curveball, and also the cut fastball, changeup, slider. I know what Mike Butcher says that Matt Palmer, early on, don't fall in love with just that fastball. Use your secondary pitches early in the game, and that's the important thing for him. Establish the curveball and slider early on, and then use that sinker and cut fastball.
Defensively for the Angels tonight, Juan Rivera, Torrey Hunter, and Bobby Abreu left to right in the outfield. Figgins, Ibarra, Turris, and Morales are in the Angel infield, with Mike Napoli catching Matt Palmer.
Tell you what, Juan Rivera's played some outstanding left field when you think about what he's been able to do as far as cutting some of the baseball down the line. That strong throw to second, strong arm in outfield at all times, and reading the ball off the bat so well, being comfortable playing that every day in left field. No errors in his last 87 starts, and he's been that good, that effective for him.
Mike Napoli doing the catching, and whether it's Napoli or Mathis, the Angels have two of the best in the game. Of course, Napoli supplies a little more power at the plate, and Jeff Mathis, his day will come tomorrow or the day after. Either way, it's a very healthy competition between those two guys. And a pretty good catcher-manager. First pitch of the ball game to Dexter Fowler is in there for a strike from Matt Palmer. Fowler is hitting .264.
Real good speed, too. A guy that tries to put the ball in play and utilize that speed.
Palmer's breaking ball misses. I know you played with some Royals teams, Gooby, that has certainly had their moments. When a team gets as hot as, say, the Rockies are right now, when you start a ball game, it has to be a pretty good feeling. Then you get that confidence going.
You know, I was a part of a team in Kansas City just before the strike hit in '94, in which we had won 14 games in a row. And you just couldn't wait to get out there to either pitch or play in that game because you just felt something good was going to happen. Really, that's what this Rocky team feels right now.
And if you fall behind in a game, you still have that feeling, don't you?
As long as your guys out of the bullpen can keep it close, you always have that chance.
Fowler draws a leadoff walk on a close pitch from Matt Palmer. So the Rockies get the leadoff man on.
The thing with Matt Palmer, again, that's always the early part of the game. It's been the issue. Once he gets on a roll, he's almost unhittable, hitting his spots. The early part of the game, finding the command of that fastball and hitting his spots, it's been a task so far for him.
People say, all right, make him warm up longer. Make him pitch that first inning in the bullpen. And, you know, psychologically, would any of that work?
You know what? It really doesn't work. I mean, I've tried before long bullpen sessions, shorter bullpen sessions, long tosses before I warmed up in the bullpen. It really comes down to your thought process. Just remember, it's the same game. You know, in the fourth inning and fifth inning is compared to the first inning. You just got to attack the zone, use your pitches early on, and don't fall in love with one pitch.
Clint Barmas hitting .290. And Clint has 8 home runs, 37 runs batted in.
Mr. Fowler with a lot of speed at first base, 12 stolen bases.
Oh, 0-2 to Barmas. With a big hitter behind him, Todd Helton. Helton getting ready. Easy toss to first by Palmer. On the ground to Figgins at third base. They get 1. They get 2 as Morales kicks it out of the dirt.
Well, that's some kind of turn, too, by Meister at second base. Fowler was all over him Good feed by Sean Figgins. That was not an easy double play. Nice turn, and Fowler was right on top of Meiser through a low throw, but Kenny Morales continues to improve at first base. Nice job of a 5-4-3 double play.
What a great pivot by Turris. And then Kendry digs it out of the dirt. Clint Barmas hitting into a double play. Todd Helton up there now, strike one.
A lot of times that's a perfect job of pivot, using that base as protection, getting out of the way. Because Fowler was fast. He was right on top of him. Kendry, nice pick at first base. He's looking more and more comfortable. You can tell a guy feels good at the position when he doesn't close his eye to be able to make that scoop. Made it easily.
1-1 to Helton, hitting .316. He's hit 9 home runs. Two balls, two strikes.
Hey, look at Todd Helton. You're talking about Hall of Fame type numbers. I know people always use playing in Coors Field as a negative, but 328 is a career hitter, over 300 home runs coming into this season.
That's not the only park he ever plays in.
Exactly, and that's the thing. It's unfortunate. People talk about, oh, it's inflated because the ball flies out of Coors Field. This is a great hitter.
He shoots one foul, third base side. Well, here are the numbers, home and road. Granted, they're better at home, but they're not bad on the road either.
Yeah, I mean, they're still solid numbers, nearly 300 on the road, too. He's just a great hitter.
A lot of players hit better at home. But here on the road tonight, Helton strikes out his first time up, and Palmer's out of the first.
I got to remember to do that one time.
Plus, it looks nice. Here's the Angels batting order tonight. Figgins, Abreu, and Hunter. Vladdy still in the cleanup spot. Juan Rivera, Kendry Morales in the middle of the order. Then is Turris, Napoli, and Ibar. Facing Aaron Cook.
Well, Aaron Cook has a devastating sinking fastball, 90 to 93, a very good above average slider, and a changeup. Look for lots of ground balls out of Aaron Cook.
He's 30 years old, out of Campbell, Kentucky, and he really established himself last year. Here's the pitch to Sean Figgins. Cook last year was a 16-game winner, 16-9 with the Rockies. He had never come close to those numbers before. But what a year last season. Figgins fouls one back, and it's 1-2 to Sean. In fact, Cook almost had the identical record in opposite order. In 2006, he went 9-15. Last year, 16-9. 2-2 to Figgins.
Figgins continues to stay hot since May 15th, hitting .401. Just tied with Ichiro during that period of time, getting on base, scoring runs.
You know, the other thing about Cook, as we look at Figgins, he isn't a bad hitter. He doesn't get the hit tonight. Last year he hit .233. 2 years ago he hit .238. So he'd probably just as soon play in a National League park.
A couple ago when Jason Marquis is a very good hitter too for the Rockies. Been used as a pinch hitter throughout his career.
Figgins fouls one away. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes. He'll be followed by Bobby Abreu and Torrey Hunter here in the bottom of the first inning. There's Abreu getting ready to bat next. Full count to Sean Figgins.
A tough sun coming right through the side of the stadium, right in the pitcher's face at this point of the game.
And that's lined the opposite way by Figgins. Foul ball. Sean was on the run. That tells you that he wasn't sure whether it was fair or foul, because if he knew it was foul, he wouldn't have gone quite as far as he did.
Take a look at the swing by Sean Figgins on this sinking fastball and Howard's replay. And that ball just was running away. He's able to at least get the good part of the bat, try to get it deeper in the strike zone, almost punched down line for a double.
The 9th pitch of the at-bat is hit foul. So Figgins is making Cook work hard here in the first inning. First at-bat. This will be the 10th pitch of this at-bat. Full count, 3-2. That one stays fair, and it's played by Helton, who takes it to the bag. Defensively for the Rockies, Gonzalez, Fowler, and Hopp in the outfield left to right. Stewart, Tulowitzki, Barmas, and Helton in the infield. That's a very good infield. With Chris Iannetta catching Aaron Cook.
There are going to be a lot of ground balls, so those infielders are going to be busy. Cook with that sinking action on his fastball. It's his first out, another ground ball.
Bobby Abreu up there now. Some sink to that pitch, Gooby.
And that started right above the knees and dropped last second in the strike zone. It's good action. It's not overpowering, but he can't get up around 93 with that sink.
93 with that kind of movement, that's just ideal.
Yeah, that's kind of a sinker. You look at Derek Lowe and Kevin Brown when he was pitching. Wong with the New York Yankees when he's effective.
Two and one to Abreu.
He leads major league pitchers as far as over the last 4 seasons getting ground ball outs. It's amazing. Ground ball double plays. He's a machine.
He's 3-1 to Abreu, so he's gone to a 3-ball count on each of the first 2 hitters. While Torrey Hunter waits in the on-deck circle. This is the 2nd consecutive full count. 3-2 to Abreu. Strike 3 called on the inside corner. Gets Abreu looking.
That's that late movement on this fastball. Looked like it was going to be a ball off the inside part of the plate, but ran in just barely. You see the movement at the knees. It might have been a little bit inside, though. The Cook gets the benefit because of that late movement.
Torrey Hunter takes ball 1. 2 balls, no strikes to Torrey. Line drive down the right field line toward the foul pole, and fair ball. It's a ground rule double as it bounces into the seats right near the foul pole for Torrey Hunter.
Good approach by Torrey. Again, when you're facing a guy with a sinking fastball like Cook has, you try to get it up in the zone. Torrey was able to do so and hit the ball hard the other way. Fastball up. That's the key. Not as much movement from a sinker baller when it's above the belt. And that's what Torrey was able to do, hit that ball down the line for a double.
And that brings up Vladdy, who chops one toward third. Fair ball, and that's the inning. The Angels leave Hunter at second. No score after 1 inning. So we go to the second inning with no score. Brad Hopp leads things off for the Colorado Rockies. Into the air in left field, shallow, and it drops in front of Rivera. Hopp was jammed there, but dunks one in just in front of Juan. Fans, tomorrow night, all kids in attendance will receive a free Jeff Mathis road jersey, courtesy of San Diego Zoo. Tickets for the game are still available for $7 in select view-level seating areas, $12 in the right and left field pavilions when using the password RALLY at angelsbaseball.com or the Angel Stadium ticket window. Tomorrow's the night, Gooby.
Tomorrow's the night. Wait for that jersey. Let's do it with the jerseys on tomorrow night. What do you think, Rory?
Well, it's up to you.
So you'll let me wear it, but you won't. Thank you. You're such a team guy, Rory. I appreciate that. Jeff will be happy.
1-0 to Tulowitzki. One ball, one strike. He's hitting .256. 10 home runs. Those aren't eye-popping numbers this year, but this guy's the real thing.
Great shortstop. Finally getting the swing back with power. Coming back from that injury last season. One of the best in the game.
One ball, two strikes. The Texas Rangers are about to begin a series with the Arizona Diamondbacks, but they're off tonight. They play tomorrow in Phoenix. And so when the Rangers take the field tomorrow, they'll either be tied for first with the Angels or one game up. There is a freeway series game going on in Northern California. The Giants and A's are in Oakland tonight. Just underway, no score there. Napoli couldn't quite get the handle on that one. So that moves Hop up to second.
End of the count, trying to get Tulowitzki to swing at this breaking pitch in the dirt. And that's the spot right now as a pitcher. You try to give direction to the catcher, because if you can't pick it up right away, you just got to try to point at him and give him an opportunity to be able to get that baseball. It's tough with the crowd noise and everything else, but you want to point in an area. That spot allowed Brad Hop to be able to get into second base on that wild pitch.
Tulowitzki was trying to get out of the way of it, but everywhere he went, the ball just kept rolling that way.
Tulowitzki of Long Beach State product. Well, he had a great run that one year when they went to the World Series too in '07.
Another one in the dirt that rolls away from Napoli. Back-to-back wild pitches. Gets Hop all the way to third base with nobody out.
Another breaking pitch off the outside part of the plate. Different arm angle for Matt Palmer. Same result in the dirt. Different spin when you throw a breaking pitch when it hits the dirt.
And a full count now to Tulowitzki. That's ball four. And the Rockies have runners on the corners with nobody out.
He had 2 wild pitches this whole season, but 2 in this inning in which he overthrew that breaking pitch as he was trying to make the perfect pitch to get the strikeout. Sometimes you just trust the movement, trust the break on your secondary pitches and not overthrown. It may be good enough to get him out.
Now Ian Stewart steps in. Stewart hitting .226, but he has 13 home runs. Took a big swing at that one and came up empty.
Another local product too. He went to La Quinta High School here, Southern California.
Born in Long Beach in 1985. One ball, one strike.
So as a pitcher, just thinking lines of get a ground ball double play. If the run scores, you still have enough confidence in your offense. You're going to score some runs, but you want to avoid a big inning situation against a red hot team like the Rockies.
Strike 2 to Stewart. When he was at La Quinta, he set records for home runs and RBIs, Orange County records. One ball, 2 strikes to Stewart. His batting average last year was about 30 points higher than it is right now. But his power numbers are up this year. The home runs are up. Curveball inside. 2-2.
Talked about commanding the secondary pitches early in the game for Matt Palmer, and it's been an issue this season, though he's been great. But establishing that pitch early for Mike Butcher allows him to go into cruise control, but it's been that spot where so far overthrown that curveball.
And there's a line drive, base hit to left field for Stewart. That'll drive in one. It's 1-0 Rockies in the second inning. Still nobody out. Ian Stewart, RBI number 38 on the year.
What a good swing in our Exmo replay. See the weight shift Keeping the hands back, the head still. Hits that ball hard to left field. That's a perfect swing. So Matt Palmer, his first couple innings, the ERA over 7.5, but after that he gets in command of all his pitches, and all of a sudden you get an ERA barely over 2.3.
Now Carlos Gonzalez, who takes ball one. 2 men on, still nobody out. Two and 0. Palmer once again in an early inning jam. Gonzalez hits a line drive to center. Hunter goes back and runs it down.
Well, that was a nice play, too. The hardest read for an outfielder is that ball hit straight at him and over the head, but Torrey was able to get back. I guess Gonzalez hit that ball on a rope. But Torrey making the play once again. 8-time Gold Glover. Talk about a good swing, and Torrey going back, able to make that play. If that gets over his head, this inning could be gigantic for the Rockies. Mike Scioscia going out. Not too often the manager goes out in that spot.
No, hardly at all, unless he has the hook with him, which he doesn't this time. So Scioscia's had his say, and we'll go back to the dugout.
I guarantee, knowing Mike, what he's saying right now, okay, you're working to get ahead. Don't try to be too fine. You're up 1-2, 0-2, and the next thing you know, you're 3-2. You're overthrowing those other pitches. Trust your stuff. I know it's easier said than done, but you got to have that feeling on the mound.
First and second, one out, and Chris Iannetta at the plate for the Rockies. Ball one. Palmer got through the first inning on 17 pitches, but he's about to make his 17th of this inning. So the obvious thing is he could certainly use a double play ball to get out. Instead, 2-0 to Iannetta.
Iannetta with 10 home runs. A solid job for Team USA in the World Baseball Classic. Well, you make a guy hit 233 that much better, that much more powerful, because you're behind the count 2-0.
Two and one now. It's a very light schedule in baseball on this Monday night. We mentioned the Giants and A's. The Braves beat the Cubs 2-0. The Mets over the Cards 6-4, and that's it for other games. Just 4 games total in MLB today. Three and one now to Iannetta.
Well, you know you're getting a fastball in this spot. You throw that BP sinking fastball to see if you get him to swing aggressively, get a ground ball.
He fouled it straight back. That wasn't quite as low as I think you were thinking.
No, I was thinking the line's trying to get a ground ball, and that was a pitch that Iannetta would love to have again. Fastball right down the middle. Fouled it straight back. All right, so if you're a pitcher right now, hey, I got away with a mistake. Now I make my quality pitch and get this out.
They don't hit it out every time, do they?
No. They're the ones you go, uh-oh. All right, I got it. I got a strike with that one.
Well, he didn't get a strike with that one, and even though the runners were going, that's ball 4, so that's academic, and it loads the bases.
We talk about always there's key points of the game for a pitcher. It could be in the 5th inning, could be the 7th inning, could be the 9th inning. So for Matt Palmer, it's always been the first 2 innings. In this inning in particular, the 2nd inning, With Aaron Cook on the hill for the Rockies, you cannot afford to give up too many runs.
Jared Weaver and John Lackey watching. It is kind of odd. We talk about Palmer struggling in the first 2 innings, but more times than not, he gets through the first inning okay. And then the second inning spooks him a little bit.
What it is you maximize all your pitches in that first inning to try to get through an inning. Then the guys in that dugout and the on-deck circle realize what your out pitches are. You wasted that opportunity by showing too many pitches early.
Seth Smith grounds one into right field. That's a base hit. It will score at least one. Here's the throw by Abreu to the plate. Not in time. 2-run score for the Rockies, and it's 3-0 Colorado. The number 9 hitter, the DH, which is a luxury they don't have at home, drives in 2.
Another good swing. Don Baylor, the hitting coach, has these guys with a solid approach at the plate, not swinging at bad pitches, not trying to do too much. He's putting the ball in play, seeing some fastballs.
And the inning not over yet, as the former MVP of the Angels looks on. A bunt try and a foul ball off the leg of Fowler. If he had taken one more half step out of the box, he might have been out.
And that certainly wasn't a squeeze. That was a bunt for a hit for Fowler. A lot of speed. Slow replay. You see him trying to bring that bat and ball with him down the first base line, but ends up hitting him in the knee.
So here comes the 25th pitch of the inning by Matt Palmer to Dexter Fowler. Curveball up a little high. One and one. 2 balls in the strike. That emphatic strike call by Angel Campos. Scioscia would like to see Palmer slam the door right here. Leave those 2 guys in scoring position. He strikes out Fowler on a great breaking ball. 2 outs.
That was a much better curveball by Matt Palmer. Didn't overthrow that. His mechanics stayed back. A couple of those pitches that he threw, the wild pitches, he fell towards first base this time. Right over the top of that curveball. Great downward action. Gets the strikeout. So once you make that commitment for a breaking pitch, you can't stop the hands, and that was down by the back foot, which is where you want to throw it if you're a right-handed pitcher against a lefty.
Runners at second and third, 2 outs. Clint Barmas up there, swings through one. Strike 1. Barmas hit into a double play his first time up. He's been a Rocky a long time. And Palmer's ahead of him, 0-2. So he has a chance not to get out of it unscathed, but to get out with his team still all right. One ball and 2 strikes. 30 pitches in the inning. 47 in the game already. Butcher watching intently. And Barmas fouls another one back. Still 1-2 to Clint Barmas. Barmas has had 29 hits this month, the month of June. Ground ball to third. Figgins fires it across the diamond, and that'll do it. But the Rockies scored twice on a 2-run single by Seth Smith, and it's 3-0. Fast West. Juan Rivera leads off the bottom of the second inning for the Angels. The Rockies have staked Aaron Cook to a 3-0 lead. Rivera with 10 home runs, hitting .315.
The interesting thing about Aaron Cook, although he gets a lot of ground balls, when he elevates the fastball, he will give up the home run. He's given up 11 home runs this season, which is an unusual amount for a guy with that kind of a sinking fastball.
The Rockies are pretty much the same, whether they're home or road this year. 17 and 15 at home, 19 and 18 on the road. So it's about the same. And they've done well against the American League. They've won 7 out of 9 games. Two balls, 2 strikes to Juan Rivera.
I just think of Jim Tracy, such a good communicator. He has these guys playing good baseball, relaxed baseball, which is the important thing for a club, especially a club coming into the season. People expect a lot out of them. They struggled. Jim Tracy takes over and has them calm and playing great baseball.
Another ball 3 count from Aaron Cook. Full count to Rivera. This is his 3rd full count already. This is the 5th hitter he's faced. But he gets the strikeout. Two strikeouts for Cook.
Sometimes when you look at his fastball, it looks like a split finger fastball, the way it drops. Late movement on the fastball. He does have a changeup and a very good slider. Yeah, but that fastball at times he can throw it almost every pitch.
Kendry Morales takes strike 1. But wait a minute, didn't you just say don't fall in love with one pitch?
Well, when you have a sinking fastball like that, yes.
Then it's okay.
Yes. A game or two where I threw probably about 95% of my pitches were fastballs. If they got guys swinging at it, why not throw it? Still, the best and most effective pitch you can throw is the fastball, because you can sink it, cut it, hit the corners, elevate it, change speeds with it. Best pitch you can have.
1-1. And ball 2 to Kendry Morales.
Two 2-1 count. You know, he's always got that chance of throwing another fastball. He can take something off with that movement.
Kendry hits one in the air down the left field line. And a nice catch made by Gonzalez just as he got into foul territory. 2 outs in the inning.
And Gonzalez, who's able to look to see where the warning track and the wall's coming into play, because that's not a forgiving wall. He's able to keep his eye on it and make a nice play. He was center fielder by trade when he was with Oakland, so he's got real good speed to be able to cover the ground in left field.
Now Meiser is Turris at the plate for the Angels. 1-1 to Meiser, who comes into the ball game hitting .275. On the ground, base hit into right field. A 2-out single for his Turris. And that'll bring up Mike Napoli. Napoli hitting .290, has hit 9 home runs, 27 runs batted in. Strike call to Mike.
Aaron Cook pretty quick to the plate too. Only allowed 3 stolen bases on the season, 3 caught stealing against him. Quick to the plate with Good movement, good opportunity for the catcher to make the catch and throw.
Little fake to first there by Cook. Well, I sure thought he was going to throw it over here.
He stepped off originally, then he saw him not going back. And it's a move you can actually use. Step off and lull the base runner to think you're not throwing over and throw over quickly.
1-1 to Napoli. The Rockies off to the early lead here tonight. One and two. The old school Angel hat there, and then the new school wig, I guess. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Good save by Iannetta.
Iannetta very good defensively for the Rockies. Ball's a good game. He's done a nice job with his pitching staff. Bobby gets the glove out there to knock it down, keeping firm that sinking fastball.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Mike Napoli. Popped up foul behind the first base dugout. Interleague's not over for the Angels after this series. They still head to Arizona after this. And after that, it's on to Texas.
There'll be 2 places to go in Arizona and Texas where it's going to be freezing cold this time of the year.
Yes, it will. Almost too cold to play ball. Napoli swings and misses at a breaking ball, and the Angels are gone in the second, trailing the Rockies 3-0.
Chicken sandwiches, 3 mini home-style chicken fillets on toasted mini buns.
And we go to the 3rd inning at the Big A. First batter for the Rockies is Todd Helton. Helton has 9 home runs this year. They've come in 9 different games, and the Rockies have won 8 of those 9 games. So when he hits one out, they have a pretty good chance. He hits this one up the middle for a base hit. the leadoff man aboard for the Rockies once again. Now it's time for the Firestone leaderboard. The doubles leaders, and the guy at the plate right now leading the league with 24 doubles. Tied with Miguel Tejada. Freddie Sanchez having another great year. So here's Hop, who hits one on one hop to his Taurus. He underhands to Ibar, and that's a double play.
Oh, that's a ho-hummer double play. What a bullet Brad Hop hit. Meister with a great play. Good reactions. You can't hit a baseball much harder than this. And you get a double play out of it. But Meister, nice job. Feeds over there to Eric Ibar. Easily gets Brad Hop. When you hit a ball that hard and somebody catches it, that's going to be a double play. Wow, that ball hit hard.
You hit it that hard, it's not only an out, but it's 2 outs. 2 out, nobody on, and Tulowitzki up there. One and 0 to Tulo, as they call it. And he hits a fly ball into left field. Juan Rivera goes back and just shy of the track makes the catch. The inning over for the Rockies. His Taurus starts the double play, and it's still 3-0 Colorado.
How you doing?
Eric Ibar leads off the bottom of the third. Stroke towards second base. Barmas makes the easy play. 1 out in the third inning for the Angels. There's Joe Montana.
Criminal Minds, that's a great show.
Not only that, but he has a great little restaurant called Taste Chicago in Burbank. And if you're hungry for one of those great hot dogs, or that's the place to go, and sometimes Joe's there.
All right. You'll take me there sometime, Rory?
Yes, I will. And you'll take me to your favorite Philly place, I take it?
No question.
Sean Figgins up there now. Figgy grounded out his first time up.
It's hard to believe that Sean Figgins was a former Rocky before he came over in a deal.
Oh, it really is. And the Angels scouted him when he was with the Rockies, and it was one of those situations where Gary Sutherland and Dale Sutherland said, you know, he's just not a good fit on that team, and he was getting a little bit down on himself. But the Angels saw the talent there with Sean Figgins, and he's never looked back, really. It's been one of the better acquisitions the Angels have ever made.
He was adjusted so well to that leadoff position, too. Seeing more pitches. First at bat, what do you see, 10 pitches?
Yeah, 10 pitches, and that's what happens when you have a great scouting department sometimes, which the Angels have had for the last several years. You know yourself, it's not always the right fit for a player with a certain team. It doesn't mean the player's not good.
That's exactly right. Tony Regan knows about the fact is certain players will fit well in this stadium, some will not. I mean, you get into that rotisserie brand of baseball. Oh, this guy's got 40 home runs, let's bring him over here. Well, you might have 40 home runs playing, say, Fenway Park, but you come to a bigger yard like this where speed becomes more of a premium. And that's certainly what Sean Figgins has, is speed. And it's a bigger, more of a pitcher's yard than it would be a hitter's yard.
And I think Figgins at that point in his career needed somebody, a team, an organization to say, we believe you can do it. We want you. Come over here. We're going to go get you.
That's that confidence you get when a team wants you. It's not even a thought process like the Rockies didn't want you, but a team wants you more.
Bounce to Barmas at second base by Figgins. 2 outs. But look at Figgins' career. I mean, when he first came to the Angels, he didn't set the world on fire, but the Angels did believe in this guy. And look at his year he's having now this year. Where would they be without him?
The big thing in the adjustment, Sean Figgins, not only seeing more pitches, but his confidence to be able to wait till that pitch gets deeper in the strike zone and going the other way. When he got hot a few years ago, in which he set the club record for hits in the month of June, that's the adjustment he made, because he was struggling the first 2 months, hit about 130.
Right.
Made the adjustment, start going the other way with the pitches on the outside part of the plate.
There's ball 1 to Abreu. It's a luxury not every player has, to hit 130 for 2 months and still be there where you are.
Boy, he was, what do you have, 50-some hits that year in the month of June, which was a club record. He was just on fire.
But prior to that, every talk show you listen to, let's send Figgins down. You know, I mean, that has to wear on you a little bit.
And I remember this vividly. Mike Scioscia sat him down 2 games in a row, and Sean Figgins was not happy. And that's the kind of reaction Mike Scioscia was looking at him, not to think, okay, I need this break. He was upset, sitting down, and Mike Scioscia knew exactly what time to give him that rest, to get that focus and that fire back. And Sean Figgins went crazy after that point.
Sean also disappointed the last time he was sent down to Salt Lake, said someday I'm going to make it impossible for them to send me down. He's done it.
He's done it.
Abreu walks. He's aboard with 2 outs. And that'll bring on Torrey Hunter.
Torrey had a great at-bat against Cook the first time up. Got to pitch up in the zone. That's what you have to do against Aaron Cook. See that bottom drop out on that sinker. Tough to get the ball in the air unless it's elevated to pitch. Then it straightens out and then you can crush it.
Aaron Cook has given up only 1 hit, or 2 hits rather, 1 in the first, 1 in the second, and is leading 3-0 as he faces Hunter. Torrey takes a strike. Figgins at first, Helton holding him on. Abreu at first, rather. He gets back in there.
With 15 stolen bases, been caught twice. Where it's not a bad time to try to steal a base, although Aaron Cook very quick to the plate. Got to energize this team, get it going. This Colorado team is swinging the bat well.
Back towards the mound. It gets through to Tulowitzki, who makes the play, and Torrey's out to end the inning. After 3, still 3-0 Rockies. Now with the Angels holds the Rockies record for saves. Who holds the club record for wins?
Did Dean Chance play there?
Yes, he won 304 games as a Rocky.
Okay. I'm going off the board. I'm not going with Dean Chance.
You're not going with
one.
Dean on this.
Jason Jennings, maybe?
Maybe. Ian Stewart leads off the 4th inning for the Rockies. Stewart was playing in Asheville in 2004. And the manager there was Joe McCulloch. Stewart has since married Joe's daughter. So you talk about trying to get favor with the manager. There's a fly ball into center by Stewart, and Torrey Hunter has to give some ground as he goes back to make that catch. 1 out. This Wednesday, all fans in attendance will receive a free Angels cooler, courtesy of Sparklets and 106.7 KROQ. Tickets for this game are $7 in select view level seating areas, or $12 in the right and left field pavilions when using the password RALLY at angelsbaseball.com or the Angel Stadium ticket window.
Is the Rally Monkey included in this one?
I don't know how many Rally Monkeys we really have. Probably not 40,000 though.
It feels like it sometimes. The ability to come back.
You may not realize this, Gooby, but a lot of times that's on tape.
Is it really? All right, you ruined my night, Rory.
Not an actual monkey in a room somewhere jumping up and down.
Seriously? See?
There
What do you mean? It's in the back room jumping up and down?
Those are in his off hours. Puts on a pair of pants and just hangs around the stadium. 1 and 2.
Hangs out, waits for your autograph.
He keeps an eye on the giveaways, things of that nature. 1 and 2 to Gonzalez, who goes down on strikes. Two outs.
That was a good breaking ball once again. 12-6 variety for Matt Palmer getting the strikeout.
Chris Iannetta steps in there now with 2 outs in the 4th inning. Check swing foul ball near the Rocky dugout. 1 ball, 1 strike. Two and 1 to Iannetta. Palmer may be following that familiar path. Gilby gave up 3 runs early in the 2nd inning. But if he gets Iannetta now, it'll be the 5th consecutive batter he's retired as he starts to settle into the game.
So he established a fastball, and his curveball has been much better the last couple innings.
Full count, 3 and 2. Iannetta's hitting .233 this year, but he's already hit 2 grand slam home runs. He's down on strikes, and Palmer has retired 5 in a row. And there's the monkey. He's off at that time of day. He can do whatever he wants. Rockies record for saves. Who holds the club record for wins? And the answer is
going with Jason Jennings. Ooh, he's tied with Aaron Cook. Let's try to keep him tied.
Tied. Cook tonight trying to take the Aflac trivia question lead. I think that was the thing that probably made him think long and hard in that clubhouse before coming out here tonight.
Well, there's no doubt about that.
Vlad Guerrero leads off the bottom of the 4th inning for the Angels.
It's good to see. I'd love to be able to see a fastball out over the plate so Vlad gets some lift to it.
Ground ball hit to shortstop. You know, Vlad, it's no secret. He's getting his hits. He's hitting the ball hard at times, but there is no lift to it, Ruby.
It's almost as if, as a hitter, sometimes you think in line, you just don't want to get beat with that fastball, running on your hands and jam you. Mickey, I mean, he's worked with him a lot of, a lot of times you watch with Mickey work with Vlad. They hit the ball the other way for a while. Then he gets into that power stroke, but so far he hasn't been able to do so since coming back from the DL. He has driven him some runs, hit some balls hard, but nothing in the air, which we're accustomed to seeing out of Vlad.
Not at all. And Vladdy tonight, 0 for 2. Rivera's 0 for 1 as he stands in there. Foul ball. When we're talking about Vlad Guerrero, we're talking about 127 at-bats now and 1 home run. You never would have thought you'd say that.
No, when you think about it, his numbers equal with Lou Gehrig as far as the batting average and the home runs, consecutive seasons. Today, 11 straight once you hit 300 with 25 or more home runs.
Yeah. Doesn't mean he won't get it going, but it's been a struggle for him.
And Mickey Hatch has been working with not only him, but every hitter early during batting practice. And then they had that home run stroke going there for a while. They face a tough rotation with the Dodgers and some tremendous arms out of their bullpen.
Well, you look at the Dodgers, and we saw them over the last 3 days, as you think about who might be a contender in the National League, and that bullpen is impressive.
Power arms with movement on the fastball.
Jim Tracy's Rockies, of course, are contending with the Dodgers in the National League. At least they would like to, even as hot as they have been. Here's one hit to second base by Rivera, and Barmes gets it. The Rockies have had to make a major run, which they've already done, going 16-1, to get within 9.5 games of the lead. So that makes you, if not discouraged, a little bit wondering, wow, what do we have to do? How many games do we have to win?
The Dodgers have a certain hitter coming back before too long that could provide them some power, too. So it's going to be a difficult task. The Rockies, they got to think in the lines of the wild card.
There is a wild card. That's exactly right. And the Rockies were so far down when they got hot. That's one of the reasons. But now they're back up over the 500 mark, and you can kind of take off from there if they can keep this roll going. Not that they're going to go 16-1 every 17, but they are playing well. Now you look at the standings in the West of the National League. The Rockies are getting closer and closer to second place, at least.
Well, San Francisco got hot as soon as the Angels left town, in which the Angels won all 3 games.
One and 2 to Kendry Morales. Kendry hits a high fly ball toward the corner in right field. Deep and gone. Another left-handed hitting home run for Kendry Morales. His 12th of the year. The Angels are on the board.
Again, the key against Aaron Cook to get a pitch elevated, less movement, better able to square up the baseball, and you see the results. A home run for Kendry Morales. A good swing, kept his weight back. An XMO replay, good shift to the weight, elevated pitch, squared it up, hits it out of the yard. 12th home run Aaron Cook has given up this season. 12th home run by Kendry Morales this year, all left-handed.
So it's 3-1 Colorado. Nicer is Turris up there with 2 outs, bounces one to Barmes. 3 ground ball outs and a home run in the inning. After 4, the Rockies 3, the Angels 1. Kendry Morales' home run puts the Angels on the board. They trail the Rockies now 3-1 going to the 5th inning. In the bottom of the order for the Rockies, Seth Smith drove in 2 with a base hit his first time up. He grounded one between first and second. Two and 0 the count.
They were backup quarterbacks to Peyton Manning and Eli Manning, both Todd Helton and Seth Smith. That's some pretty good talent.
Fly ball center field. Hunter comes in to catch it.
And our jack-in-the-box, outside the box, Matt Palmer with a couple curveballs that were outside the batter's box, bouncing in for a wild pitch and another wild pitch. Allows the Brad Hop to get the third, and then scores on the base hit by Ian Stewart. From wild pitches outside the box, and that is our jack-in-the-box outside the box.
Palmer now has retired 6 in a row. Dexter Fowler takes strike 1. Fowler has walked and struck out tonight. He's hitting .263. And there's a base hit for the Rockies leadoff man into right field. Aboard for the second time. And when he's not working radio, he's able to just roam around in the stands.
Hud's every.
Yeah. Yep. Slows his walk right down, though, when he's out in the stands. He looks different, too, doesn't he?
Look, he's everywhere.
There he goes.
Hud is the man of the people.
Clint Barmas up there for the Rockies. 0-1. Palmer sends Fowler diving back in there.
Fowler with a lot of speed, 12 stolen bases, and Barmas the guy that can handle the bat. Could be some motion. Jim Tracy's had this club run a lot more since he's taken over. So this is certainly a combination where you might see some movement by the Rockies.
Pretty close. The Rockies, over the last month of the season, I told you they've been hot, but it goes back a ways. For the last month, they've had the best winning percentage in baseball, 700. 21-9 over their last 30. Oh, 2 to Barmas.
Barmas, red hot the month of June himself. Yeah, he's a guy that, when he first came up, he just had some great numbers and got hurt. He's had to battle his way back to an everyday player. Lost that shortstop position to Tulowitzki. Now settled into second base.
Oh, 2 to Barmas. 1 out, 1 on for the Rockies in the 5th. Palmer gets him looking.
We're talking about freezing a hitter who's looking for something off speed. Palmer coming right in with a fastball. The inside corner freezes Barmas, who's looking for something out over the plate. Probably some kind of an off-speed pitch, whether a curveball or a slider.
Now Todd Helton up there. Ball 1. Angels thought Fowler might be going somewhere, but not that time.
Mike Swisher not afraid to put a pitch out on even when you're behind in the count. It was a 1-0 count, now back to a 2-0 count. A good fastball count for a great hitter in Todd Helton. Now Mike Swisher felt confident they were going on that one. And that's a sign to throw over the first base, hold it, see if you can get him leaning.
Fowler diving back in there again.
So when you see him, the one as a fastball, when wiggle, that's a sinking fastball.
And now it's 3-0 to Helton. This is a hitter who pretty much no doubt has the green light here.
It's more likely a fastball count, 3-0, and he's a great hitter. He knows where he's going to be able to drive the ball. He's not going to swing at a pitch on the outside part of the play. He's looking for something middle in.
And he takes a strike. Looks like he thought that one was not a strike.
He cut the fastball on the outside part of the plate. Started off the corner and cut it. Got the corner around the knees. Pretty good pitch by Matt Palmer, 3-0.
3-1 to Todd Helton. That puts runners at first and second. With 2 outs for the cleanup hitter, Brad Hopp.
Already the 4th walk on Matt Palmer here in the 5th inning with 2 outs. But a spot once he fell behind, there's no reason to challenge Todd Helton with a fastball 3-1 down the middle. You had the cut action. He tried to get Helton to swing, but he's such a quality hitter with a good eye. He wasn't going to swing at that pitch.
The Angels are not interested in helping Hopp have a happy birthday right now. He turns 30 today. One and 0. Hopp is a dangerous hitter, hitting .333 with 10 home runs and 50 RBIs. Inside again, 2-0. Hopp has an NCAA title to his credit with LSU in the year 2000. LSU has a shot this year. That game with Texas was tied 6-6 in the 9th last we heard. Now it's 3-0 to Brad Hopp, and Palmer struggling a bit here in the 5th inning. If Hopp gets on, Tulowitzki waiting on deck. He takes a strike, 3-0.
You know, some hitters 3-0 count, unless they feel comfortable, it's no sense of swinging at the pitches to swing at it when you're given the green light. You're going to get that same type of pitch 3-1 as you would 3-0, but if you feel good, you feel you're going to get a pitch to drive, that's when you have an aggressive hitter who will let it go in that spot.
But the real good ones, Gooby, just because they have the green light doesn't mean they're going to swing.
Exactly.
3-1 to Brad Hopp. And there's a drive into center field. That ball is well hit by Hopp. And that ball is gone. That's a 3-run home run. And at the Angels' expense, he celebrates his 30th birthday tonight with a 3-run shot. 6-1 Rockies.
And that's a danger when you're falling behind in the count against quality hitters. And this lineup for the Rockies is very dangerous. Fastball right down the middle. And all you can hope for, the night air, be able to knock it down. It almost did hit the top of the wall and over the fence for a 3-run shot.
Here's Tulowitzki, who whacks the curveball into left field. And the Angels are starting to stir around in the bullpen right now. Rich Thompson loosening up.
They got some guys that can swing the bat on this Rocky club, and they're red hot right now. They got a guy like Garrett Atkins not even playing in the lineup tonight with all that power, so they got some guys that can hit.
Well, Palmer had retired 6 in a row before the wheels came off a little bit. Fans, the first ever Angels Patriotic Series takes place July 2nd through the 5th. On July 2nd, the U.S. Navy Leapfrogs are parachuting into Angel Stadium. Friday's game features a C-17 pregame flyover and postgame Big Bang Friday fireworks. Then Saturday night, there will be a pregame flyover by Black Hawk helicopters, followed by a patriotic 4th of July fireworks show. The series concludes on July 5th with a pregame concert and barbecue at the Big A, presented by Go Country.
11 home runs this season. He's averaged 25 the last 3. What a great smooth swing he has, too.
Ian Stewart swings through the breaking ball. Palmer now fighting for his life in this ball game, but 2 outs and a man on. The Rockies, who scored 3 in the 2nd, have another 3 here in the 5th. Matt Palmer's pitch count is up to 90 in 4 2/3 innings. Two and one.
Plenty of time for the Angels to come back in this game, but Matt Palmer is going to have to throw up some zeros from this point on. Allow the offense to get some momentum generated against Aaron Cook.
Now 3-1 to Stewart. If he loses Stewart, this could be his last battle.
Quite possibly, because if Mike Scioscia and Mike Butcher are both looking on, it's command of his pitches. And Matt Palmer, here again, like he did early in the game, wasn't hitting his spots. And that's a sign that the confidence levels isn't there.
Behind in the count again, he issues another walk. And here comes Scioscia. A pitching change here at the Big A. Rich Thompson will come in. The Angels now trailing at 6-1.
on Toasted Mini Buns.
Back here at the Big A big night for the Rockies so far. Our In-N-Out Burger, who's in, who's out? That's Rich Thompson, who is in. As Matt Palmer goes out after 4 2/3 innings tonight, trailing 6-1. Thompson's been effective lately.
Well, you can see by the numbers, in 20 strikeouts in 18 2/3 inning, he has a good fastball, a curveball. He can get up there in the low to mid 90s. When he's aggressively attacking the strike zone, very effective.
Matt Palmer, and the thing that really sticks out here, 5 walks and 5 strikeouts. Unusual numbers for Palmer, who actually went 4 2/3, giving up 6 runs so far. 2 runners on base are his. Carlos Gonzalez batting, takes a strike.
You know, when you think of Matt Palmer, you think a guy that, you know, can cut and sink the fastball, pitch to contact, get some outs via the ground ball, fly ball. Not really a strikeout pitcher. The 5 strikeouts and the 5 walks is a pretty surprising number for him tonight.
Well, Thompson's really had that curveball working lately, hasn't he? Now, granted, that did get a runner up to third base, but he's had so many hitters swinging at pitches in the dirt.
That's a hard 12-6 curveball. We're talking about 12-6, start straight, and then go fall straight down in the ground. Good hard curveball. Another spot right now. Gonzalez, a free swinger, susceptible to swinging a pitch like that.
Even though it's a strike, it's also ruled a wild pitch because Tulowitzki went to third base on that pitch. So runners on the corners with 2 outs. We mentioned that College World Series game a minute ago. LSU beat Texas tonight, 7-6. That's game 1 in a best of 3. 1-2 to Carlos Gonzalez. Still 1-2.
Another good curveball. Red Hop, 3-run shot here. He had a base hit in the left field and then a 3-run home run to center. Just a nice, solid, smooth swing. Talking with Houston Street. A nice job for the Rockies in that closer position now.
Strike 3 as Gonzalez goes down swinging. But the Rockies have taken a 6-1 lead. tonight. Colorado, the hottest team in baseball, and they're off to a big start in tonight's game. Mike Napoli takes inside ball one. So the Angels playing the NL West, but they ran into a Dodger team that has the best record in baseball, and now here comes the hottest team in the game. However, Stewart bobbles that one and stays with it and is able to get Napoli. Pretty good play by Stewart, considering he did not come up with it cleanly.
Well, he's got a strong arm to be able to recover on that little short hop he had. Knocked it down, stayed with it, kept his composure, and a strong arm across the diamond to get Mike Napoli. See how he reacted, kept his eye on the ball, didn't panic. With that strong arm, you're able to recover.
One out, and Eric Ibar up there. Ibar grounded out his first time up.
So that's 9 ground ball outs already for Aaron Cook.
That's his game, isn't it?
Yep. And the key against him, if you can get him to get pitches elevated, that's where you have your best shot. But if you swing at that sinker down, slider down, it's going to be ground ball after ground ball.
In the air to left field and playable. Caught by Gonzalez, 2 outs. I don't know what your favorite Angel moment is this year, but whatever it is, you can vote for it at angelsbaseball.com. There's a list of what's available.
Home run game by Torrey Hunter was unbelievable. Joe Saunders beat Zach Greinke. At that point, Zach Greinke had an ERA about .50. But I'm going to go with this one right now. I just have to go with the pitching matchup. What a great job. A 1-0 victory. Sean Figgins made a tremendous play to keep that 1-0 lead at that point. But I got to go with Saunders over Greinke. I got to go with pitching.
It was a thriller. It was a great pitching battle to watch. And Joe Saunders, the thing that stands out about that game is just the determination. You could see how badly he wanted it.
It was great how he said that before that game, the day before. We talked about what he had to do to beat Zach Greinke. He said, hey, John, like you said it best, if I don't give up any runs, I'm not going to lose. So fans, get out there and vote. Who's your favorite moment so far in the first half? And I'm going right there with Joe Saunders. Somebody jump on board and Joe Saunders bandwagon on that one.
That's Gary Matthews Jr., who is learning a little something about pitching right there.
Trying to show him that sink on that fastball.
If only you had known that when you were playing. That if you don't give up any runs, you won't lose.
I think that's a pretty good one. I used to go by the belief that give me 15 runs, airtight defense, and I take my chance every time.
That's the other way to look at it.
Sure, Kel Beam and Jerry Weaver would like that too. 15 runs every game. Some airtight defense.
Take your chances.
Yeah, every time.
You think Reeves congratulated his brother for that win the other day?
I think he said probably good job.
Good game.
Yeah.
Figgins grounds out, and the Angels are out in order in the 5th. After 5, it's 6-1 Rockies.
Sinker up. Sinker going. Henry Morales gets that fastball up in the strike zone and hits it out to right field for a solo shot. And that's the Coors Light Freeze Camp, brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light.
All right, well, there's Kendry, the home run hitter for the Angels. But they're going to need more than just that one blast as we get to the 6th inning. And the Angels down 6-1. Chris Iannetta leads off for the Rockies. No balls and 2 strikes to the Rocky catcher. He's having a good ball game. That's Aaron Cook, the Rockies starting pitcher, looking for his 7th win of the year tonight.
He's been hot of late too. His last 3 starts has thrown that devastating sinker-slider combo. Very good 3-0.
Strike 3 call to Iannetta. Rally Monkey fans, it's you I'm speaking to. You'll need to purchase tickets for the Thursday, July 2nd Angels game as the patriotic series with the Orioles begins. As you walk through the gates of the Big A, the second ever Rally Monkey Tie Beanie Baby will be given away to all fans in attendance, courtesy of the OC Fair. Great seats are still available, and you can get them at angelsbaseball.com.
It's pretty awesome looking. Rally Monkey
Which
Beanie
one?
Baby.
The real monkey or the Beanie Baby monkey?
Oh, the real monkey's
Always
he's
been
the
a very
best.
handsome chap.
No question. Yep. Beanie Baby's been outstanding. What a nice looking giveaway.
Seth Smith pops one foul for the Rockies. 1 ball and 1 strike. Smith lays off that Thompson breaking ball in the dirt.
Rich overthrew that curveball. Stumbled on the mound. A lot of times when you come out of the bullpen, it's a difficult thing because starting pitchers have already established where they landing position. Sometimes that spot's different when you land and you're going to tumble over, and that's what happened to Rich on that particular pitch.
There's a drive into right center field off the bat of Seth Smith, and that one's gone. A line drive home run by Smith. Didn't look like it would be high enough to get out, but it just made it. 7-1 Rockies.
Oh, I can't believe how far that ball carried. He hit it hard. I was thinking it was going to one-hop the wall.
It seemed to have a little extra at the end, didn't it?
Quick hands. And Seth Smith on that Exmo replay, you see all these swings so far for the Rocky hitters, they've had great balance, using the lower part of their body to generate the power.
The second home run tonight for the Rockies. Smith has driven in 3 runs tonight.
Look at that batting average for him in the month of June, .412.
(2-0) now to Dexter Fowler. So Rich Thompson, the right-hander from Sydney, Australia, has one blasted into right field by Fowler. Comes up and takes a hop on Abreu, but Fowler will hold on. Well, we've been hearing a lot about the Rockies' hot streak as Rafael Rodriguez gets up in the bullpen. But to see them in person, now you get a better idea. They are really swinging some bats, aren't they?
Ron Baylor's done a tremendous job, along with Jim Tracy, with this team right now and getting the confidence going with their offense. They've always been able to swing the bat, but now they're more relaxed, getting good fastball counts. Baylor was one of the best. Boy, was he intimidating at the plate.
Who was more intimidating standing up there with a bat, Baylor or Winfield?
Baylor, because I hit him with a fastball one time as hard as I could throw a baseball and hit him in the arm, and he didn't flinch. I'm just thankful he didn't run after me. I mean, I got him as good as you can get. I wasn't trying to hit him. I was trying to throw the ball inside, and it was my best fastball, and I hit him right in the bicep area, and he didn't even flinch. He just walked right down the line.
It was nothing, huh?
No.
Just a minor irritant.
And the crazy thing is the day before, Bud Black hit him in the same spot, and the day before that, Saberhagen hit him in that spot. So, I mean, that's 3 games in a row he got hit, and he still never flinched.
You would think that spot might be a little sore after a while. There's a stolen base by Dexter Fowler without a throw. Two and one to Clint Barmas. Fowler on his way to third. The wild pitch moves him up. So another Angel wild pitch, the third of the ball game. Close play at third, but he made it.
Very close, but looked like he did get his foot in. Breaking pitch in dirt again. Now he bounces out. There's a nice throw. But the foot gets underneath the tag. Good slide. He slid on the back part of the base to be able to be in there. Good call, third base. By Bill Miller, third base umpire.
3-1 now to Barmas, who pops one foul. And the Angels trailing at 7-1. They can't let it get any further away. So they've pulled the infield here in with one out. Fowler, a very quick runner at third. Barmas fouls another one back. And a big strikeout for Rich Thompson right there. 2 outs in the inning.
Good fastball. And Thompson gets a big out in that situation, challenges him right down the middle, but at 92 mile an hour got by Barmas. Well, you have that emotional series against the Dodgers in which the Angels played. The crowds were into it. Good ball games. Then you don't have the luxury of coming in, another team coming in that's even hotter than the Dodgers. It's Rocky Club. Jim Tracy's got this club playing good fundamental baseball. He's done a solid job handling the pitching staff, and now the offense. You know, we showed during the opening in the 17 games, which are 16-1, they're averaging 6.3 runs a game. They got 7 tonight.
And next week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, the Rockies play the Dodgers. So that might be a chance right there for Colorado to really feel like they're in the race.
For me, the runs is we expect the Rockies to score, but that ERA, team ERA, go from 4.79 to 3.53. That's impressive. Talking to Rocky people, the big thing is their starters are going deeper into games, and Jim Tracy's doing a great job of handling their bullpen and putting guys in situations where they're comfortable out of the bullpen. Well, Apodaca's done a nice job with his pitching staff, stressing, attacking the strike zone.
Right down the line, fair ball. That's rolling down towards the corner. That scores another run. Barmas, or Helton rather, going for 2. And he has knocked in Fowler from third base. It's now 8-1 Rockies. And Scioscia's going to the bullpen again. So tough night for the Angels all around so far. 8-1 Rockies. We'll be right back. Unique individuals give back in many charitable ways. Daniel Hamer, Christine Shively, and Justin Cooper are local finalists in People Magazine's All-Stars Among Us. Through June 24th, you can vote for one by going to foxsports.com and clicking on the link for All-Stars Among Us. The winner from each Major League city will be honored before the All-Star Game on July 14th. Seen only on Fox. Rafael Rodriguez now takes over for the Angels. Rafael with an ERA just over 7 in 9 appearances. First pitch to Brad Hopp, swung on and missed.
Not easy first guy to come in against either. Brad Hopp with a good game already today with a base hit in the left field and a 3-run home run to center field.
He's driven in 3 and he has scored 2. The only time they got him out was when he just blasted a shot at second base for a double play. He hits this one fairly hard, but Morales was playing him near the line, and that retires the side. 2 more for the Rockies, though, who lead at 8-1. AT&T, the nation's fastest 3G network. AT&T, your world delivered. Well, you had 2 pitchers with great records. The fans came to see them tonight, but it has not developed into a pitcher's battle. 8-1 Rockies as we go to the bottom of the 6th. Aaron Cook, however, is having a pretty good game. He's given up just a home run by Kendry Morales. Bobby Abreu at the plate for the Angels.
When Aaron Cook, you see 10 ground ball outs, 2 fly ball outs, 3 strikeouts. I mean, you look at the differentials in his speeds or his pitches, anywhere 91 to 83. That's including a fastball, a slider, and a changeup. Pretty close to the same speed, but different movement. One sink action, the other will cut across the zone. Then the changeup, obviously, with the change of speed to get the out.
Abreu hits that with the Tulowitzki. And the shortstop makes a strong throw to get him. Well, the Angels, if they do not come back and win this game, they would be 1 full game behind Texas. The Rangers are off tonight, waiting to open up a series in Phoenix tomorrow. So the Rangers will be playing the D-backs while the Angels are playing the Rockies. Then the Angels will go to Phoenix and start a weekend series with the D-backs Friday, followed up by a series in Texas. And whether it's up one or down one or wherever it is when the Angels get to Arlington. That'll be a very interesting series, Gooby, because the Rangers are scuffling a little bit right now, even though they've done just well enough to hang on to first place.
It's a situation where both teams will try to establish who is the better team at that point. The Angels have history on their side. They got the confidence. They've been there a lot of recent time, and the Rangers have not. So that plays in the hand, too. I mean, the Rangers will want to establish as a serious contender. Ron Washington's got an extension on his contract. He hasn't played aggressive, but they have been struggling of late.
Bouncer behind second for Tulowitzki, and he gets Hunter 2 outs. How much does that mean, though, Gilby? You look at a team like the Texas Rangers. They have a rookie shortstop, Elvis Andrus, one of the better young players in the game. Josh Hamilton hasn't been there all that long. So do they really care that the Rangers haven't had a winning tradition?
I think when it comes down to when you have those pressure games in the month of September, and of course the Angels have had a bunch of those games in September and 4 division titles in the last 5 years, you can fall back on that when there's some stressful time. If you've won before, you always have that to look back on. If you haven't been there in recent time, you doubt yourself that you can win. And when I first came up to the big league level with the Royals, we were struggling in '84. But, you know, you have veterans like Hal McRae, George Brett, Frank White all saying, doesn't matter, we'll be all right in the month of September. And lo and behold, we had won 8 in a row in that mid part of September. We were able to take the lead from the Angels that year. So you get that confidence going. And you need that kind of confidence to be able to fall back on it just in case there is some stress at that time of the year.
2-1 to Vlad Guerrero. Three balls and 1 strike. Vladdy's grounded out twice so far tonight. Once to third, once to short. Three and 2. Bounces that one foul right down to Dino Ebel, the third base coach. There's Vlad. And now there he is again. He's on base for the first time tonight. Cook's up to 94 pitches now. Trying to finish off the 6th. He'll now face Juan Rivera. 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground ball out. They're also in the bottom of the 6th up north, and Oakland is leading the Giants 4-1. One and 0 to Juan Rivera. A shot hit right to Stewart at third base, retires the side.
hit, I got to believe this team will be a contender for a playoff spot. They might not be able to have the overall talent that kept the Dodgers in that division, but they can sure make a run at the wild card. And with this kind of a lineup and the ability to hit the ball hard, like Tulowitzki did on that pitch out of the strike zone.
Well, it's like we said earlier, and Don Baylor's their hitting coach. It's not as if they could only do it at Coors Field. They can do it just about anywhere. As you watch them, you realize that more and more.
When Don Baylor wanted this job, to be able to work with these hitters with Colorado, loves the game. And he's a good communicator himself. Very nice person. He demands a lot of respect, and these guys certainly respect him.
Ian Stewart rolls one to the right side. That gets the runner over. Tulowitzki moves to third with one out. And the batter will be Carlos Gonzalez. You know, we haven't really talked about this, Gooby, but maybe we should. Tomorrow was Irvin Santana's day to pitch. Now that's been scrubbed. Irvin's going back on the disabled list. So, you know, he's looked good at times this year. He had a good bullpen session yesterday. Felt pretty good after it. But to go on and then off, and then on the DL and off again, and to have that kind of a year going, there has to be some concern about Irvin.
Well, there's no doubt. And you mentioned that bullpen session he had the other day. You know, he threw the ball well. But was it well enough to be able to compete and go out and give you 6 or 7 innings? They want to make sure he's completely healthy. They're not going to rush him back in there at this point. They're just going to keep on that aggressive throwing program and get him ready. And then when he comes back, to be able to, you know, pitch the rest of the season without any delays. And Mike Scioscia is very good about sensing when a pitcher is ready and when he's not ready. I mean, Mike Scioscia went through an arm injury himself, so he has a good feel for that.
Escobar, same thing. Now there's another guy. If you went back to the preseason game that Escobar pitched in San Diego, there would be a lot of cause for optimism, but it just hasn't materialized as the season has gone along.
And I've said a number of times, anytime you're a pitcher and you've had an arm injury, there's so many ups and downs. Sometimes you feel great, and your performance will be an indication of that. Next time out, you might feel pretty good again, but the numbers aren't there, and then you're going to feel bad. And then the numbers are really going to go against you. So it's up and down before you level off and feel completely healthy. And for both of them, it hasn't been the case this season.
Another wild pitch. The 4th wild pitch by the Angels. That's 5 now. And that one scores a run. 9-1 Rockies.
Well, this is a pitch right now. It looks like it's a fastball overthrown by Rodriguez and gets by Mike Napoli. Squared his body up well enough, but he got under between the legs. The glove at times needs to be down close to the ground. And club record for wild pitches is 6. They have 5 tonight at this point. Mike Scioscia obviously works hard on that with his catchers.
2 balls and 2 strikes here to Carlos Gonzalez. Just to get back to the pitching for a moment, in the case of Santana, is it worrisome at all that obviously he was out with a sore elbow? That's what originally landed him on the DL. Now he says, well, no, it's not really the same spot, but another part of the arm, another part of the elbow area hurts.
See, a lot of times on the pitching arm, it's really tough to explain when originally the injury was the spot in the elbow. It's certainly a spot of concern. Where the discomfort is now, it's not as long term as far as discomfort. So it's something that he'll be able to work its way out and get strong enough to be able to go out there and perform at some point before too long here. But also, as a young pitcher, and Irvin hasn't ever had to deal with anything like this before. It's a tough thing to do for a pitcher to deal with discomfort in your arm. We saw him finally let the ball go that game in Detroit, in which he threw the ball exceptionally well.
Looked terrific. Chris Iannetta up there, 1 ball, 1 strike. We showed you a moment ago that game where the Angels had 6 wild pitches. It was at Minnesota in 1991. And just one more little note about that game. That was a game in which Dave Winfield hit 3 home runs. Two and one here to Iannetta. Whoa! That one came up and in on Iannetta, and he'll go to first base. Rafael Rodriguez had that one get away.
Another pitch, a fastball is supposed to be in the outside part of the plate and runs up and in. Talk about missing location badly. That certainly was the case for Rodriguez on that pitch.
With 2 out, a man on, and Seth Smith, who has had a big day as the Rockies DH. That's a luxury they don't normally enjoy, but he has a home run and a 2-run single. Two outs here in the top of the 7th. Hit hard to Morales. He'll take it to the bag, and that will retire the side. But the Rockies get one more, and as we hit the 7th inning stretch, it's 9-1.
A lot of called third strikes, a lot of ground balls. 12 ground ball outs for Aaron Cook so far with that movement on that fastball, sinking action, keeping those infielders busy for the Rockies with that solid infield defense. Aaron Cook has been pursuing perfection from Lexus.
Well, he has certainly kept the crowd quiet tonight, giving the Angels only 3 hits. One of them a home run by Kendry Morales, but that's been it. And if he wins tonight, he will set the club record for wins. First pitch to Kendry this time's in there for a strike. Morales has a fly ball out and a home run tonight. 1 ball, 1 strike to Kendry, who now has a dozen home runs, all of them left-handed. Two and one. So tomorrow, instead of Santana, we'll see Sean O'Sullivan again. And he pitched well in San Francisco. Morales lines out to Barnes.
He looked, Mike Scioscia said that before the game. He wasn't worried about him having butterflies and being nervous. O'Sullivan just attacked the zone with a lot of confidence. real good stuff in that game against the Giants. Got a victory, got a base hit. And Aaron Cook's been lights out tonight here in the 7th inning.
So O'Sullivan will pitch against Ubaldo Jimenez tomorrow. Then Wednesday, it's Joe Saunders and Jason Marquis. One and one to his Turris. One ball, two strikes. Bounce toward Tulowitzki at shortstop. 2 outs. Fans, baseball's biggest stars go head-to-head for one spectacular night in the summer's biggest event as Fox brings you every thrilling moment of the 2009 MLB All-Star Game. Coverage begins Tuesday, July 14th, live from St. Louis. 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific, only on Fox. Mike Napoli takes ball one. Next year, you can see it live and in person if you're sitting in the stadium here. The All-Star Game comes to Angel Stadium next year.
And how great is that going to be? The stadium's going to be unbelievable.
That'll be fun. And there's a lot of other events around the All-Star Game that'll be great for the fans.
All those festivities, and you have the celebrity softball games and the home run hitting contests. All that fun will be here.
Two balls and two strikes to Mike Napoli.
Well, look at this Rocky team too, the way they hit the ball, but their infield defense is very good. Got Todd Helton there with 3 Gold Gloves at first base. Tulowitzki plays solid short. Ian Stewart very good at third. Barmas solid at second, and they've been certainly active tonight with this ground ball machine in Aaron Cook.
Napoli foul tips it into the glove, and the Angels are gone in order in the 7th. Sean Rodriguez is in the outfield now. Sean's in right field. And Gary Matthews in center field. So Sean Rodriguez played a little bit of outfield in AAA this year, but this is his major league outfield debut.
Well, the key to be able to stay at the big league level is be able to play a bunch of different positions, because he's got power. Sean Rodriguez does it, and we know and seen him play some outstanding defense at second base. He's played some shortstop. The more positions you could play, the longer you could play at the big league level.
Top of the 8th, top of the order for Colorado, Dexter Fowler. Fouls one back to the screen behind home plate. Fowler has been on base 3 times tonight with a walk and 2 singles. And he scored a couple of runs. Oh, 0-2 to Fowler. Rafael Rodriguez, the 3rd pitcher for the Angels tonight. Matt Palmer started. He went 4 2/3 and was charged with 6 runs on 7 hits. Two and 2. But one of the problems for Palmer tonight was that he also walked 5. That's a fair ball, so Morales can take it to the bag for the first out of the inning.
See Jared Weaver and John Lackey, the need, along with Joe Saunders, to lead this staff. Give them innings. Jared Weaver, in my opinion, is an all-star. Should be going to the all-star game. John Lackey threw the ball yesterday very well, as the offense didn't respond against Kershaw when they had some opportunities. It's up to those 3 guys right now to give them the innings, help out some of the guys that have come in and filled in nicely too. Matt Palmer's done a great job outside of this game tonight. He's been outstanding. Sean O'Sullivan, last time out there, very solid. Shane Lucas filled that position earlier in the year, so the guys that filled in done a nice job. But it's up to those, the big 3, to be able to get those W's as much as possible.
The batter here is Omar Quintanilla. So both managers are going to the bench in a 9-1 game late in the ball game. And he comes through with a pinch hit base hit. Several years ago, 7 years ago now, he won a World Series in college with Texas. Texas lost their game to LSU in the College World Series tonight, but it's not over yet. Todd Helton, the batter now. The Rockies have 12 hits to the Angels 3, so it's been pretty good crowd numbers-wise. We don't have the numbers yet, but it has been a game the Rockies have enjoyed a lot more than the Angels. And Helton's had a good night. Helton pops that one up on the left side. Ibar makes the play. Two down. And that'll bring up Ryan Spilmore's pinch hitting. He will hit for Brad Hopp. So Hopp, who celebrated his 30th birthday tonight with a 3-run home run, now is finished for the night.
Well, all 4 times up, he hit the ball hard.
Yeah, he did.
That double play ball was about as hard as you could hit it. Meister made a great play at second.
Hopp wound up going 2 for 4. 1 ball, 1 strike to Ryan Spilborghs. Two and one now. Rafael Rodriguez has thrown 32 pitches in his outing tonight. And he walks the pinch hitter. So the Rockies have 2 more men on base with 2 outs in the 8th. And Troy Tulowitzki coming to the plate.
Tulowitzki's had himself a pretty good game too, with 2 hits and a walk. A couple runs scored.
Tulowitzki hitting .262 this year. Takes strike 1 from Rafael Rodriguez.
Tulowitzki and Jerry Weaver teammates at Long Beach State. Pretty good team they had. Some talent.
I'd take those 2 guys and start from there.
No doubt. Great shortstop and a dominating pitcher.
0-2. And they're not on the same team anymore, but they'll remember their college days fondly. They were both stars. Bottom of the 8th in Oakland, the A's lead the Giants 5-1. That is the only other game on the schedule today that involves an American League team, the Oakland A's. 2-2 now to Tulowitzki. He hangs in with a foul pop behind home plate up into the view level seats. Jim Tracy's team is red hot right now. If they win this one, it'll be 6 in a row. And they'll be 17-1. Full count now to Tulowitzki. And a thoroughly forgettable night, really, for Mike Scioscia and his ball club tonight. Not much has gone right.
Yeah, Mike Scioscia is all about pulling out the positives, but there hasn't been a lot of positives at all in this game for the Angels.
He's also all about turning the page, though. So tomorrow, it'll be long forgotten.
Probably as good as any manager I've ever seen to be able to forget about a tough loss or a game in which the club has not played well, and next thing you know, they're going to play their best game of the season at Bury next night.
Here comes the 8th pitch of the at-bat to Tulowitzki. And he grounds it sharply to shortstop. Ibar throws him out. The Rockies are done in the 8th. 9-1 Colorado.
calling family.
We go to the bottom of the 8th inning at the Big A tonight. The Angels have been behind throughout tonight. It's 9-1 Rockies. And there is Juan Rincon coming in to pitch for Colorado. The Rockies purchased his contract from AAA Colorado Springs this past weekend.
Rincon used to throw up there at the upper 90s. Now settles in around 90, 94. Real good curveball and a slider.
He last pitched in the major leagues for Detroit. He was with the Tigers in April and May, about a month. He was with them for about a month this year. Eric Ibar batting for the Angels. Quintanilla stays in the game at second base. Ryan Spilborghs stays in the ball game in right field for the Rockies. Rincon's gone to 2-0 on Eric Ibar, leading off here in the bottom of the 8th inning. He's certainly a veteran guy. Rincon has pitched in over 400 major league games with Detroit, Cleveland, and Minnesota. He spent about 7 years with the Twins. But he comes in here to a 9-1 game and walks the first batter on 4 pitches. That won't get the manager to like you very much.
Well, there's nothing upsets the manager more when you come out of the bullpen there in this spot. You're up 9-1 and you have the luxury of challenging the hitters and you end up throwing 4 wide ones. Make him real happy.
Now Sean Figgins up there. And that's 5 in a row out of the strike zone. This is Matthews, beg your pardon. Figgins came out when they brought Quinlan in at third base. So this is Gary's first at bat. And Rincon's nowhere close.
Well, I talked to Gary Matthews Jr. during batting practice today about that at bat he had against Broxton the other day, in which he had that fastball was about a 99-mile-an-hour fastball out of the yard. And he said, did it feel pretty good? Because it's been a struggle this season, especially of late for Gary Matthews Jr. And he said, hey, there's not a fastball I'm going to miss. No matter how hard it is, and it's a fastball thrower, I'm going to get that fastball. And he certainly did against Broxton. This should be a fastball here, 2-0. Whether you take it or not, if it's a fastball down the middle, should be a good swing.
Good swing, fouled straight back this time.
Right out there with that fastball. Well, he had a good swing at it, just fouled it straight back.
Two and two. Aaron Cook is in line to win this one. And now a full count to Matthews. So Rincon walked Ibar. Now he's 3-2 to Gary Matthews, with Quinlan waiting on deck for his first at-bat of the night. Grounded slowly to second. And even with Tulowitzki at shortstop, they're able to get only one. Matthews beats out the return throw.
Well, what a strong arm by Tulowitzki. It looked like he had no chance to make that play.
Fans on Tuesday, July 7th. All fans in attendance will receive a free Angels military-style hat, courtesy of Walt Disney's G-Force. This green hat has a distressed bill with Angels Club lettering across the front. Log on to angelsbaseball.com to purchase your tickets as the Angels play the Rangers that night.
So a lot of the golfers at the U.S. Open today wearing those type of hats. Not necessarily with Angels written across, but it was a military type hat.
I was about to say, how'd they get the advanced copy of those Angel hats?
For the U.S. Open, there's always that chance.
You're right. Who won that?
Glover.
It's always a fun tournament to watch, isn't it? Quinlan up there at the plate for the Angels. This is Rob's first at-bat of the night. Two and one to Quinlan. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Oakland beat San Francisco tonight 5-1. That one's final now in the Bay Area. And another full count from Rincon, who has thrown 15 pitches, 5 strikes. Three and 2 to Rob Quinlan. Popped foul, out of play. Still a full count to Rob.
Well, Q always gives a professional bat every time he gets in the ball game. Got that one straight back.
This will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And he lines one to right, but it's right at Spilborghs. So he wound up hitting it hard, but it's an out. 2 down. Here's Sean Rodriguez for his first at-bat of the night. The paid attendance tonight just under 40,000. 39,557. But they've been pretty much quiet, and some of them have headed for the exits already. But for a Monday night, to get almost 40,000 in, is pretty good.
Impressive crowd, and they were expecting a bit better performance here for the Angels so far in this game. It's been tough. Aaron Cook, a very good pitcher, had that sinker going, getting ground ball after ground ball. And this potent Rocky offense coming in during this stretch, in which was 16-1 average and 6.3 runs a game. Now had 9 on the ball game.
It's 1 and 2 to Sean Rodriguez. There has to be something left in that box. There just has to be. The game's not over yet. Sean Rodriguez goes down swinging, and keep trying.
One of those games.
Fans, the Angels are making commemorative memorial patches available to the public in the memory of Nick Adenhart at angelsbaseball.com, and the proceeds will be distributed by the Angel Baseball Foundation to local charities in honor of Nick. So if you'd like to get one of those patches, go to angelsbaseball.com for the Nick Adenhart patch, and the money goes to charity. The jersey still hangs in the dugout, Kudu.
Well, he's certainly missed and loved by so many people around this area and around the country, and of course his teammates, guys that play with him in the minor leagues and guys that played him at the major league level. What an impression he made.
Ninth inning at the Big A tonight. Ian Stewart to face Jason Bolger. Oh, and comes in and hits him with the pitch. Very first pitch from Bolger. This has been a forgettable night for the Angels in so many ways, Gooby.
The command of the pitches throughout the game, no matter who they put in there, has not been there at all. The wild pitches, not into spots. Napoli setting up in the outside part of the plate. When Bolger threw that ball up and in, just like Rodriguez did when he hit the jersey all the way through. If you're going to get hit, I guess that would be the spot. But still, just to miss that bad, surprising.
I guess it pulled his shirt out of his pants. Carlos Gonzalez now batting for the Rockies.
See this too often, a fastball inside part of the plate. Stewart trying to get out of the way, gets the jersey.
Almost stayed in his shirt. Foul back out of play by Carlos Gonzalez. So Stewart had to call time to tuck his shirt back in.
Every day you go to the ballpark, you're going to see something possibly you've never seen before. I've never seen that before.
One and two to Gonzalez. Carlos is 0 for 4 on a night when the Rockies have 12 hits. Bolger, the fourth pitcher for the Angels tonight, strikes him out with that good breaking ball.
Gonzalez certainly is not participating in this game as far as the hitting for the Rockies. He's had a tough night, struck out for the fourth time, all on breaking pitches in the dirt.
First time up tonight, Gonzalez hit the ball right on the button and lined out to Torrey Hunter in center. After that, 4 straight strikeouts. So that is a tough night. Chris Iannetta fouls one back. Iannetta was hit by a pitch by Rafael Rodriguez last time up. Oh and 2. One ball, 2 strikes. Out of play. Jason Bolger, 6'4", about 210 pounds. He's from Georgia. He lives in a place called Snellville, Georgia. Two and 2, the count to Chris Iannetta. Bolger went to Valdosta State University, which is in Georgia. And there's a shot into right center field by Iannetta. That one hops the wall. To third base, and holding is Stewart. And the Rockies have runners at second and third. That's 13 hits for Colorado tonight. And it'll bring up Seth Smith. He has a home run tonight, a solo shot, and also a two-run single.
Well, they're certainly impressive, their approach to the plate. They go the other way, hit the ball up the middle. When a pitcher makes a mistake, they drive it out of the ballpark. You look with both the home runs, just slightly right field of right at the 400 sign. Just a little bit to the right of that.
And here is the club record 6th wild pitch of the night to score another run and make it 10-1 Rockies. And Mike's not going to be very happy setting that record.
Hits a fastball, not located. Mike Napa said on the outside part of the plate, got to reach back across the plate on a fastball. Really come down to the pitchers not hitting their spots at all and put a lot of pressure on Mike Napa to be able to make these plays behind the plate.
Things were going remarkably well for the Angels. The Dodgers came in. The Angels won the first game of that series. Lost the next two, and there's a fly ball deep into right field by Seth Smith. And that's going to get another run in. So he drives in his 4th run of the night, making it 11-1 Colorado.
You mentioned that Dodgers series. You beat Billings in that first day. You have Jerry Weaver going against his brother Jeff. You figure that's certainly a scenario you would think the Angels would be in good position to win the series. And Kershaw against Lackey. Kershaw had a tough inning in the middle part of the game. Bases loaded, no outs. The Angels didn't score.
Dexter Fowler takes a strike. But things were going very well for the club. So it's been a while since they've had one of these games. Line foul into the seats. Makes it 0-2 to Fowler. Bolger gets the strikeout to end the inning. But 2 more for the Rockies. 11-1 as we go to the bottom of the 9th. on your computer with MLB.tv. New 2009 MLB.tv premium features include HD quality where available and the ability to pause, fast forward, and rewind live games. For more details, go to angelsbaseball.com where baseball is always on. Matt Daly, who was invited to spring training this year by the Rockies and will have his birthday tomorrow, takes over on the mound for Colorado in the bottom of the ninth.
A pretty strong bullpen for the Rockies. Some team ERA had the bullpen of 4.76 as a team for their bullpen. Turned it around under Jim Tracy.
Vlad Guerrero leads off the bottom of the ninth, 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. Well, Daly must have a pretty durable arm. Last year in AAA at Colorado Springs, he was in 60 games and appeared in 3 more for Tulsa, so he got a lot of work a year ago, that's for sure. Daly will be 27 tomorrow. Vladdy, I think, was trying to elevate that one.
He definitely had the swing in which he was trying to get the bat underneath the ball and get some elevation on that ball. More of an upward swing for Vlad.
He pops that one up to the right side. 1 out. We mentioned Vlad has only 1 home run this year, and I know it's weighing on his mind. Don't you think when he finally hits another one, it'll take a little bit of the pressure he's feeling off of him?
Well, he's been the guy that carried this offense for so many years as a member of the Angels, and it's frustrating for him. Torrey Hunter certainly has been a guy that's been coming through in the clutch for the Angels, but Vlad still feels that he's such an important part of the offense. It would not surprise me that he gets it going, possibly even tomorrow as far as that home run swing, and then once he gets that one, watch out.
He has 1, and Torrey has 16. 1 strike here to Juan Rivera. So the question in some people's minds when they look at the Angels, I think, is if Vlad doesn't get hot, can the Angels get to where they're trying to go? Rivera fouls another one back, 0-2.
Well, if Juan Rivera continues to swing the bat like he has, and Kendall Morales, certainly they can. But their goal was not, you don't want to look ahead too far, but the reality is the Angels been in the playoffs. Their goal was the World Series at this point.
Right.
But if Vlad can come up with the RBI, that's the most important stat. But it would certainly help him relax more often if he can hit the ball out of the ballpark.
One ball, 2 strikes. Fastball into Rivera, 2-2. And another foul ball by Rivera into the seats. Matt Daly trying to wrap this one up for Aaron Cook. It would be Cook's 7th win. And the Angels have gone very quietly tonight. They have a home run by Kendry Morales for their only run tonight. They have a single by Torres. And they have a single by, let's see, one other hit. They have a double by Hunter. Double by Hunter, a single by Torres, and a home run by Morales. That's it. 3 hits tonight for the Angels. That's way up there near the mound. 2 outs.
They've had very little opportunities to score any runs tonight. They haven't had but 1 guy on a base each time, too. 2 walks, 3 walks total, and 3 hits.
Well, they've left 5 men on base tonight, but all that means is that nobody's really getting on base.
They've come into this last 2 games against the NL West. They've crushed NL West pitching. Certainly in this game tonight, Aaron Cook had that sinking fastball working his slider, and the offense and the infield defense of the Rockies has been impressive.
Kendry Morales up there now. Oh, 0-1. Kendry has kept the Angels from being shut out tonight with that solo home run. Now it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jim Tracy's team on the verge of winning their 6th in a row. Popped up foul that's going to push out a play on the third base side. One ball, 2 strikes to Kendry Morales. Second game of this 3-game series tomorrow night. Sean O'Sullivan getting another start for the Angels tomorrow. Two and two.
Boy, he threw the ball so well. Good command of his fastball that last time out. His curveball was excellent. His poise on the mound. He's aggressive. And they need him to throw up some zeros. Get back on the win column.
Kendry keeps the game going. Jim Tracy managing the hottest team in baseball right now. Socha's team after this one will be 1 game out of first place. They drop half a game to the idle Rangers tonight. Full count to Morales, 3-2. Kendry strikes out swinging. The Angels go in order in the 9th inning, and the Colorado Rockies win again. Boy, this team is on fire, as tonight Aaron Cook gets his 7th win of the year in an 11-1 Rockies win.